breaking news from WRAL. Coverage you can count on.
Breaking right now on WRAL News at 6. Parts of I-540 in Wake County are closed as Raleigh firefighters respond to brush fires. Thank you for joining us. I'm Grace Holland. Eric Miller has the night off. WRAL's Kirsten Clark is live along I-540 right now. Kirsten, what are you seeing?
Yeah, Grace, we are along I-540 westbound right now near the Leesville Road exit. Things have cleared up here, but I want you to take a look here behind me. You can still see the damage from those flames, and I can smell the smoke. You can see a little bit of the smoke still here. Just moments ago, multiple fire crews were here on the scene assisting. Also, Wake County Sheriff's deputies were assisting with the response and investigation as fire crews were spraying this area. Now, take a look at this video here from just about 2:30 this afternoon, showing those flames raging along the side of the highway. Now, that was near the Triangle Town Boulevard exit. You can see the fire crews arriving on scene and battling the flames. Now, traffic was backed up as lanes were closed. And since we arrived here about 2 hours ago, we've seen several different fire departments working together. That's Raleigh Fire, Durham Highway Fire, Northern Wake Fire, and more. Now, here's a closer look at the smoldering brush and smoke. Again, those crews working to extinguish the hot spots. So here again, we have this area as well as another area further here behind me where crews were working. We're still working to learn the cause of this fire, and any more information we, of course, will bring to you as soon as we have it. Live in Raleigh, Kirsten Clark, WRAL News.
Thank you, Kirsten. Our entire state is under a moderate fire risk today. That means frequent fires are not expected, but we do have the conditions for fires to start under most accidental circumstances. Meteorologist Grant Skinner is in the WRAL Severe Weather Center. And Grant, we're also under moderate drought conditions right now.
That's right. We haven't seen much rain over the past while, so that may have contributed to that fire risk today. Again, a moderate drought for almost all of the area, and parts of our area under a severe drought. That's updated from Thursday of this week, and we're not expecting that much rain over the next few days, and we'll talk more about those totals coming up in a little bit from our next rainmaker. I want to show you outside right now. It's beautiful out there. Tons of sunshine. It was warm today. Got up to 81 degrees at RDU, so very warm out there. That's 9 degrees above average, and we're still in the upper 70s for many spots. 78 in Raleigh, 78 in Durham, 77 in Roxborough. It's 75 in Rocky Mount and in Goldsboro, 76 Fayetteville. Clinton, you're at 75 degrees this evening, and that's about 11 degrees warmer than 24 hours ago. 10 degrees warmer, Goldsboro, Rocky Mount. So again, with that cold front approaching, warmer air is working its way in as we get that wind out of the south. Overnight tonight, we'll see mostly clear skies through around 1, 2, 3 a.m., but then you'll notice by 5, 6, 7 a.m., clouds start to work their way in. Warmer into the morning hours tomorrow. We'll talk about when to expect that rain and also when to expect cooler air behind the front. That's coming up.
Thank you, Grant. Thousands of people lined Capitol Boulevard in Raleigh today to protest the Trump administration. This is one of more than a dozen No Kings demonstrations that were held across our area. Thousands of similar events took place from coast to coast. WRAL's Flynn Snyder spoke with demonstrators in the Triangle and shows us the turnout.
Amid a federal government shutdown and a congressional redistricting battle in North Carolina, 84-year-old Wayne Stiles came to Raleigh's No Kings protest with his adult son.
I want to be out here for the younger generation and to encourage them to fight what's happening in the country right now.
The veteran was among the estimated thousands who lined Capitol Boulevard. For nearly a mile, people protested the Trump administration's immigration crackdown, National Guard deployments, and health care policies. More demonstrations took place across the Triangle. It was the second wave of the nationwide No Kings protests that were first held earlier this year.
A lot more lines have been crossed. Yeah, I feel like we're really in a perilous place.
This No Kings demonstration looks similar to the one that happened here in June, although organizers expect a larger turnout this time around. Protesters are holding signs, they're chanting, and cars are honking as they drive by.
So you have a lot more people out here. They're really frustrated with what's going on.
Organizer Xavier says the protest was again held near Triangle Town Center and not downtown Raleigh to catch more eyes.
The visibility is very limited since it's in the center of downtown, and you really have to be in that area for any particular reason to see people. There's way more visibility out here on Capitol Boulevard.
That visibility led to area traffic delays and criticism from some top Republicans who called the protest anti-American. A spokesperson for the North Carolina GOP said in part, far-left radical Democrats shut down the federal government to brag at these events. They shut down the government to stop President Trump.
All you got to do is look around. These aren't people that hate America. These are people that love America.
The demonstrations were expected to break turnout records nationwide and in Raleigh remained peaceful. Flynn Snyder, WRAL News, Raleigh.
Several police departments in Wake County said officers monitored demonstrations to make sure that they were safe. Organizers say more than 2,500 rallies were planned nationwide today, including one on Kildare Farm Road in Cary. Hundreds of people stood on both sides of the street with signs, chanting, and cheered as passing cars honked. Organizers Martha and Steve Glass say today's event gave like-minded people the opportunity to speak out for a cause they care about.
And did you see the costumes? Wasn't it amazing? People were having fun, really having fun, meeting others and speaking out.
And the thing that we really want to do is to urge people to care for one another and to follow the religious edict of all religions to love one another and do the right thing.
Today's demonstration wrapped up at around 2 this afternoon. In Clayton, hundreds gathered to sing, chant, and listen to speakers. The group marched into downtown as part of the town's second No Kings demonstration of 2025. The event lasted about 2 hours. 3 people are in the hospital with critical injuries after a shooting outside a Raleigh sports bar. This happened around 3 a.m. Police were on that scene for more than 5 hours afterward. Authorities also say 3 to 4 shots were fired into the bar. Police are still searching for the shooter. An e-bike caught fire at a home in Raleigh. You can see the fire crews that came to the house on Thomas Road. This is near Lake Boone Trail. This happened around 1 this morning. Crews were able to quickly put out that fire. The WRAL breaking news tracker captured video of the aftermath, and you can see that burned out e-bike there. Arrests were made in 2 separate incidents on US 64 in Wake County. Arrest warrants showed 26-year-old Victor Rios led law enforcement on a 139-mile-per-hour chase. The document says Rios was speeding when a deputy tried to pull him over on I-87. The chase ended in a crash that caused more than $1,000 in property damage near Lizard Lick Road. In the same area, State Highway Patrol arrested 22-year-old Ernique Washington. She's charged with aggressive driving, driving while impaired, and received an infraction for driving the wrong way on US 64. The arrest warrant shows she was also speeding and she was driving with a license revoked for driving impaired. A high school football player is in the hospital after going into a cardiac arrest on the field last night. That scary moment happened during the Cleveland at Southeast Raleigh High School game. The game was broadcast live on WRAL's highschoolot.com as it happened. Take a listen.
We have a game stoppage. Christian Clark, the receiver for Cleveland, took a big hit, and they are doing, I believe, chest compressions. And, oh, thank Lord.
Just amazing, the relief echoing through that stadium. Wake County EMS says the player was stable and responsive this morning. Still to come, filling bags and boxes to battle hunger worldwide. How a big volunteer project in Raleigh today will help children around the globe. Plus, first Saturday at the fair, we'll share the winners of today's Home Chef Challenge. And if you're seeing breaking news or have a story tip or shoot video pictures of our weather, please go report it to us. You can go to WRAL.com/report it to send your video, pictures, or tip to our news team. We'll be right back. We're looking live downtown Raleigh on Fayetteville Street. Some celebrations going on there. People getting their dance on this Saturday night. Thank you for watching WRAL News. Take a look at this video from earlier today. Hundreds of helpers in hairnets getting ready to volunteer at the Rise Against Hunger warehouse in North Raleigh. Let's take a closer look at what they were doing. They were filling boxes with soy protein, vitamin packets, rice, and dried vegetables to be shipped around the world. And when all of these boxes fill a single truck, that's enough food for 285,000 meals. Organizers say one box has enough food to feed a single child for a whole year. Children were among today's volunteers.
You have just crossed 1,000 meal packets.
Looked like they were having fun ringing the gong. That gong sounded every time a new packaging benchmark was reached. Some folks filled food bags, some sealed and labeled them, while others packed them in boxes and loaded them up. Today's event was an effort to get as many people from the local community together to work toward a common goal of fighting hunger worldwide.
We talk to teachers and principals, and they tell us that 9 out of 10 children that eat these meals, that's the only meal they'll eat that day. And so not only are we feeding kids, we're allowing them to get an education, which breaks that cycle of poverty.
There's a job for everybody, which is really cool. Little kids, people that are old, young, strong, weak, it doesn't matter. Everybody can help.
Today's event lasted most of the day with 3 different shifts of volunteers coming in to fill those bags and boxes. You have one last chance this weekend to check out the Triangle Parade of Homes. This is the 3rd and final weekend for the parade. From noon to 5 p.m. tomorrow, you can get a peek inside some of the most beautiful houses in the region. Take a look at some of this video here. Organizers say it's a great opportunity to check out new home building technology and see the latest green building techniques. To plan your tour, you can complete with directions. You can go to triangleparade.com. Well, you almost couldn't ask for better weather. For the first Saturday of the State Fair, we saw a huge crowd on the Midway. Today, Ken Smith and Ali Kadlubar were at the WRAL tent greeting fairgoers. You see people saying hi there. They had a great time, and we hope everyone who attended did as well. Make sure to come meet the WRAL family tomorrow. Chris Lovingood and Brian Schrader will be there from 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Then from 2 to 4, it's Dan Haggerty and Kristen Severance. And Mike Mays and Keely Arthur will be there from 4 to 6:30. North Carolina distilleries took center stage in today's Home Chef Challenge at the State Fair. Home chefs were recognized for their best use of North Carolina spirits in great tasting dishes. Alerica Cooper took 3rd place with her deep-fried honey barbecue ribs topped with peachy rum sauce, pineapple boozy bowls, courtesy of Katrina. Took 2nd place, and the blue ribbon went to Matthew Hieronymus for his Birdie Martini chicken dish. I don't know about you, Grant, but that is reminding me I need to get my dinner order after this. Might go for a walk because it's beautiful outside.
Yeah, it's gorgeous out there, and if I get some of that barbecue, I'm definitely going to need to take a walk afterwards. I had some barbecue yesterday at the fair, and it was absolutely amazing, and it was beautiful out there like it is now. Garner Tower camera showing a gorgeous sunset. Those colors look stunning, those reds and yellows mixed in. We're going to keep clear skies over the next few hours, but then we'll finally have extra cloud cover by tomorrow ahead of our next front. For now, it's very comfortable out there, mid to upper 70s, so it was warmer today. 78 in Raleigh, 76 in Fayetteville, 75 Rocky Mount, 75 degrees in Roxborough. Throughout the rest of this evening, we'll drop to the low 60s by 11 o'clock. We'll keep clear skies across the area, with rain chances staying limited, with high pressure still in place for the time being. By tomorrow morning, clouds will start to work their way in. 57 Raleigh by tomorrow morning, 55 Clinton, 54 in Rocky Mount, 58 in Durham. And we'll start to see a change in our pattern throughout the day. Rain chances will start to pick up late in the day, a better chance for some scattered showers and brief storms. It will also be breezy throughout the day tomorrow, peaking between 30 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts. We could see some stronger wind gusts within some of those storms. And we'll see a shift in our temperatures once that front finally passes. Cooler air arrives. It will feel more comfortable to start next week. Let's show you futurecasts, starting with, again, this evening. We keep clear skies for now. The clouds will start to work their way in overnight. Partly cloudy tomorrow morning. Then by around lunchtime, still looking good. Mostly cloudy skies, but rain chances stay limited. So don't cancel any of your plans throughout the day tomorrow. It's still going to be a nice day. We'll just have extra cloud cover throughout the day ahead of this front. This is 6:15. You can see some isolated showers back to our west, but most of us stay dry until late Sunday. This is around 8, 9 o'clock. You can see this broken line of scattered showers and brief storms working its way in. Not as robust as it will be back to the west, but still going to have the chance for some strong wind gusts, mainly in our northern spots. Then you see closer to midnight, the showers and storms work their way through the triangle, start to move east, then move out of the area closer to 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. And dry and cooler air will continue to work in quickly behind that front. And you can see throughout the day on Monday, we'll keep those clear conditions and it will be cooler to start the week. So for the state fair tomorrow, enjoy it, mid to upper 70s. We will have extra cloud cover ahead of that front, a better chance for rain late in the day. The severe risk is going to be for our northern spots. It's a level 1 of 5 risk. That's going to be a threat for some strong wind gusts up to 50 to 60 miles per hour. Again, that's going to be very, very isolated with these storms. It's only if those storms stay strong. So we'll have to watch and see how those develop over time and push to the east. Cooler into Monday after the front, then warm again Tuesday, then cooler for the rest of the week. It's going to be in the upper 60s. Very comfortable for the rest of the week.
All right. Thank you so much, Grant. Turning now to sports. Pat Welter is here.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing football season for UNC and NC State. So, Duke, help us. You're our only hope. The Blue Devils a chance to play their way into the top 25 maybe, but how old problems rear their ugly head versus Georgia Tech.
And there's an all-new episode of Saturday Night Live on WRAL tonight. Pop star and actress Sabrina Carpenter will be pulling double duty tonight as the host and musical guest. This is her first time hosting and her second time performing. You can tune in after WRAL News at 11.
Duke was a 3.5-point favorite over undefeated Georgia Tech today. I mean, the Blue Devils can beat the best in the ACC. That is if they don't beat themselves. Blue Devils and Yellow Jackets, two of the top teams in the ACC, just like everybody predicted. Duke has done a great job bouncing back from their rough start to the year. But old problems die hard. First quarter, Duke fumbles the handoff exchange at the goal line, and Omar Daniels goes the other way. Potential 14-point swing there. Turnovers and special teams have been Duke's Achilles heel all year. Second quarter, they muff a snap on a field goal. End of the quarter, finally some positive momentum here. It's Darian Mensah, so smooth to Landon King. We had a 7-7 game at the break. So we go to the third quarter, and Duke would get stuffed at the goal line. Then Malachi Hosley scores in the fourth to put this thing out of reach. Duke's going to kick themselves for this one. They fall 27-18. Bill Belichick and the Tar Heels didn't win Friday night, but they were competitive. And after getting outscored 120-33 by Power 4 competition, that is a start. After almost 2 weeks of reports regarding locker room turmoil, a suspended coach, and a Mike Lombardi trip to Saudi Arabia, the focus was back on football Friday night. A Davion Goss fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-point conversion cut the Cal lead to 21-18. Both less than 4 minutes to go. A goal line fumble ended a chance at a go-ahead score. After the game, Bill Belichick said, "We competed hard, we showed toughness, just have to do some things fundamentally better." We've seen Seth Trimble buy an ice cream shop and Marcus Ginyard take a major job with UNC's chancellor office. Athletes constantly expanding their portfolios, and that includes former Tar Heel Deon Thompson. As WRAL's Chris Lee explains his latest venture, all part of a larger plan.
I do know it's like the fastest growing sport right now across the world, especially here in America. It's a pickle craze right now.
With pickleball expanding at a rapid pace, former UNC men's basketball player Deon Thompson wanted a piece. Former UNC tennis player Taylor Mayer brought him in on an opportunity to buy a franchise for Major League Pickleball.
When Taylor came to me, I thought it was like really cool that I can get involved and kind of share that with guys that I might have played with and some of my friends. And so we kind of all jumped on board, and it's something that's been pretty exciting so far.
So the Palm Beach Royals were born. Thompson, Mayer, along with other former Tar Heels tennis players and even Tyler Hansbrough, bought in to bring this team to life.
And the word Carolina family is a real thing to me. Like it's something that I truly believe is a family regardless of the sport.
This is perfect timing for Thompson, who just enrolled at UNC to get his MBA.
So it's a 2-year program that you can do over a span of 2 to 3 years. But my goal is to do it in 2 years. And then kind of when I have that master's degree, it'll be the right time to go ahead and hang the sneakers up.
Thompson still plays basketball overseas, and he'll be juggling his playing career with school. But getting this firsthand business experience along with the NBA will help him get into the business of sports.
Ideally, I would love to land in a front office role if it's in basketball operations, athletic director, or nowadays we see a lot of GMs popping up in college basketball.
The Royals will hit the court for the first time as an MLP franchise in 2026. Chris Lee, WRAL Sports, Chapel Hill.
I never played pickleball, Grace, but I think it's about time I start.
No, it's really fun. We used to play it in my rec sports class in college years ago. It's cool to see how much it's grown since then. People really love it, and just about anyone can play it.
Yeah, hot thing right now. Deon Thompson making big moves.
All right. Thanks so much, Pat. And thank you for joining us. Have a good evening.